The ground beneath their feet convulsed violently as the village square yawned open like the maw of some great mechanical beast. Nora's boots skidded across suddenly unstable earth, her arms windmilling for balance as she backpedaled toward the relative safety of their pod. The scanner on her wrist had gone berserk, its holographic display flashing alternating patterns of red and yellow warnings she'd never seen before in 15 years of field work. "Move your asses." Vance's voice cut through the chaos like a gunshot. The veteran Marine had Raj by the collar of his environmental suit, dragging the petrified xenobiologist backward while keeping his plasma rifle trained on the nearest transforming villager. The blacksmith's transformation was nearly complete now, his once human face had split down the middle like overripe fruit, peeling away in wet, meaty strips to reveal the gleaming chrome endoskeleton beneath. The thing's fingers elongated with a series of sickening pops, reforming into 12-inch surgical blades that caught the dying light from above. Raj fumbled desperately with his sample case, his academic instincts soaring with survival. "We need tissue samples. This level of biomechanical integration is unprecedented in xenobiology. The scientific value alone." A drone the size of a football whined past Nora's left ear with terrifying speed, missing her by inches before embedding itself in the trunk of a nearby oak. The impact shook the entire tree, sending leaves showering down as the drone's outer casing split open like some grotesque metal flower, revealing an array of razor-thin cutting tools that immediately began spinning at blinding speeds. Nora didn't need her scanner to know their situation had just escalated from dangerous to deadly. Vance is right. Whatever this place is, it's decided we're contaminants. She grabbed Raj's other arm, helping Vance drag the scientist toward the pod. The artificial sky above them was darkening at an unnatural rate, the once cheerful sunlight replaced by pulsing emergency lighting that stained everything crimson. Nora's scanner finally locked onto the source of the seismic activity, and what she saw made her blood run cold. "They're not destroying the village," she breathed, her voice barely audible over the growing mechanical roar. "They're recycling it." The scene unfolding below them belonged in some surreal nightmare. Cobblestone streets folded inward with impossible precision, individual stones separating and realigning like pieces in an infinite puzzle. The church, that picturesque little building with its charmingly crooked steeple, was being systematically dismantled before their eyes. Its wooden beams retracted into the walls with hydraulic smoothness, while the stonework separated along invisible seams and descended into newly revealed underground passages. But the true horror stood where the village well had been mere moments before. In its place now rose an obsidian monolith at least 20 feet tall, its surface crawling with those same silver glyphs they'd seen on the drones. The symbols pulsed with an eerie inner light, rearranging themselves in patterns that hurt Nora's eyes to follow. Marta, or the thing that had been Marta, approached the monolith with jerky, mechanical steps. Her transformation was complete now, all traces of humanity erased in favor of polished chrome limbs that moved with uncanny precision. When she pressed her metal fingers against the glyphs, the entire monolith flared crimson, bathing the disintegrating village in bloody light. Initiating final collection. The voice wasn't just loud, it was physical, vibrating through Nora's bones and teeth with enough force to make her vision blur. From the surrounding forest emerged a new wave of drones, these nearly twice the size of the observers and armed with instruments that glowed ominously in the artificial twilight. They moved with terrifying purpose toward the remaining villagers, the ones who hadn't shed their skins yet. An elderly woman, the baker, Nora's memory supplied uselessly, screamed as 3 of the larger drones descended upon her. But instead of attacking, they examined her. One extended a needle-thin probe that inserted itself gently into her tear duct, while another pressed a glowing disc against her trembling forehead. They're not just harvesting specimens, Nora realized with dawning horror. They're harvesting experiences. Memories. Vance's plasma rifle whined as it reached full charge. "We need to." The explosion cut him off mid-sentence. Their pod's engines didn't malfunction, they were deliberately destroyed by a drone that had hidden in their landing gear the entire time. The force of the blast knocked all 3 of them off their feet, sending Nora skidding across the grass. As the smoke cleared, a new message scrolled across her damaged scanner. "Test Group B will be processed with current batch." Raj made a sound like a choked sob. There was a Group A? The answer came from the tree line. 5 figures emerged from the forest shadows, their movements uneven and pained. Even in the failing light, Nora could see they wore the tattered remnants of Federation exploration suits, older models discontinued nearly a decade ago. Their faces were a grotesque patchwork of flesh and metal, their left eyes replaced by glowing red sensors but their right eyes still human. Still terrified. The lead figure raised a shaking, partially mechanized hand in warning. "Run," croaked Commander Lisa Yang, listed as missing in action 6 years ago on the other side of the quadrant. Her voice was a distorted mix of organic and synthetic tones. "Before they make you part of the experiment too." Behind her, the other assimilated researchers stood like broken marionettes, their bodies caught in various stages of transformation. One man's jaw hung slack, revealing metallic tendons working beneath his skin. Another had fingers fused permanently into data probes. All of them had the same look of desperate warning in their remaining human eyes. The largest drone yet descended from the darkening sky, its underside splitting open to reveal a nightmare array of surgical instruments and neural connectors. The message on Nora's scanner updated. Processing commences in T-120 seconds.